Alright, so just naturally flow. Okay. Hello, I'm Chantelle. I am a mum of 2 girls, Millie and Sienna. I'm a full-time wedding and portrait photographer. And in my spare time, I'm a Muay Thai fighter. So after Millie was born, I'd had stopped doing all kind of physical activity and I wanted to get fit again. So I started going to the gym when she was probably about 13 months old. So at this stage she was still fully breastfed around the clock, but I did notice that my mental health was going downhill a little bit, so I needed to get out of the house. I needed to do something for me. I was at home, I was cooped up. I needed a little bit of a release. So I went to the gym, I started training, strength training, and then lots of people like to call me a CrossFitter, but I'd like to tell you that I'm not. I just enjoyed, you know, CrossFit type movements and programming. So I was into the weights for probably a year and a half, and I noticed that my body was changing. I was getting stronger, and then one day I just went and tried Muay Thai. So I was just doing Muay Thai for a little bit of fun because I was, you know, always focused on my strength training. I love my strength training, but after getting a taste for like the atmosphere and kind of like, I don't know, just like it was quite empowering really, I decided that I wanted to fight. So 6 months after training, I had my first fight. I definitely feel that I'm not a natural athlete. So my whole life I've played team sports, and I've been able to play in grades that, you know, I've played an A grade, you know, things like that. But I've never been one to come first all the time. Like it doesn't come naturally to me. I have to work hard to be able to win. So I think I get a lot of people coming to me and saying, oh, you're just built like this, or you're just naturally skinny, or you make it look easy, or I wish I had your motivation. But it's not. It's every day I have to stay committed. I have to, you know, what's the word? I can't think of it. Crap, I fucked it up now. Discipline. So every day I have to make sure that I am doing what I need to train. I can't just skip a day and then I'll make up with it with my natural ability and kind of thing. So I think too, I have a lot of females coming to me and, you know, they ask me how I do it, what I eat, what I do, but no one sees the behind the scenes stuff. No one sees how exhausted I am, me getting up early to get the girls ready for school, get them to school, get into training, get to work, you know, the hours and hours on end of training, working, being a mum. It's really, really tough. Social media is hard for me because in my early years, when I was in primary school and early in high school, I was a very quiet person. I didn't have a voice. I could never speak up for myself ever. But coming into my adult years, particularly after having the girls, I learned to express myself. And I like to use social media as a good way to express myself and hopefully, you know, inspire others, particularly females. So it's hard for me to actually write social media posts. It takes me a long time. I will sit there, read it over, second guess myself, make sure the picture's right. I mean, being a photographer, yes, that has a little bit to do with it, but I'm looking at my technique in videos, I'm trying to make sure it's all correct. But I still do it in hopes that I will inspire someone to kind of express themselves, you know, get up and do something that they find is hard and just kind of overcome that. So fighting is super hard because it's easier to sit on the couch and watch someone fight and say what they should be doing or what they shouldn't be doing. But once you're in that ring, like, of course you're giving it your 100%, right? You're giving it everything you can, and it might not go the way you want it to, and that could be because of nerves, you know. there's so much like mental games that go into it. Your body is ready before your mind is, basically. Even when I watch myself back on my old fight videos, I'm like, what am I doing? That is crap. That's not what I trained for. That is shit. So when you take back and when you're in the audience, everything looks easier, but when you're in that ring, it's 10 times as hard to do it. What are we doing? This is our 3K warm-up that we do before every session.
We're going to go back Kmart shoes.
So a bit of a...
They're probably hurtless.
I don't know what to say. Pre-fatigue, is this what we do? Our 3K for?
Yeah. Warm-up.
Just a warm-up?
Just walk.
As a team?
As a team, always as a
We've been
team.
doing it on the backs because we haven't been running.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you're running, you know, on the bag.
They don't love you when you cold now. They just want you when you hot. They just want you for your spot. Now they think you forgot. All the times you was down bad and they laughed at you. Now you up, now they mad at you. Taking shots, throwing jabs at you. Observing the game, I'm watching the field. You either fake or you real. Never been fan of the snakes. Slide in your back and smile in your face. No, it's not up for debate. Gotta be you if you wanna be great. Gotta stay true through all of the hate. Eyes on the prize, so down for the fake. Snakes in the grass, gotta cut 'em. If they not the fam, I don't trust 'em. You know I gotta eat. If they not the fam, I don't trust 'em. You know I gotta eat,
my first fight, I had a huge adrenaline dump. My arms were heavy, I couldn't move. My brain was telling me what I needed to do, but my body would just not do it. So I remember in the second round when it was break, I remember just looking at Torrin and just saying, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. He's like, you've trained for this, you can do this, just get out, you know what to do. So it was just hard to push through that, just getting your body to do, you know, use that muscle memory. You know, we do things over and over for a reason. So once your mind's kind of given up, that does kind of kick in a little bit and you do find yourself doing your combination. So it's hard. It's hard because of my wedding photography. I'm booked out, you know, a year, 2 years in advance. So I can't take regular dates. So I'm training to stay kind of ready for a fight when a date comes up that I'm able to take, right? But in that downtime, not regular fighting, that's when your anxiety comes back in because you kind of, you know what it's going to be like and you've got all this time to think about it and that really just gets in your mind. Whereas if you fought frequently, you know you'll be okay, you're doing it. You just smash out your work, do it, go for the next one. This one feels big, like this, I don't know, there's so much riding on this one, particularly, not many people know, but I'm thinking it's going to be my last one just because I cannot maintain the lifestyle that it takes to stay ready, to be ready for a fight. So I have more emotions going into this one because in myself, if I'm feeling like this is my last one, I'm going to put everything into it. And I do have a huge fear of failure, huge.
Are you scared?
I'm not scared of getting hurt. I know that I'll be fine with that. I am scared of failure, I really am. And I always have been. And it's something that I am still trying to work through mentally, is trying to get rid of that fear of failure and believing in myself. As cliche as that sounds, like it's the hardest thing. I'm excited though, I am excited. I'm starting to feel a little bit more excited for all the littler things that's involved in prepping for a fight, like hanging out with the boys, you know, on weigh-in day. I love that. We just chill out, you know. I can't wait to weigh in and just have a relief that I've made that weight. And that in itself is a really huge accomplishment for me. Like when I weigh in, I will be the littlest I've ever been in my adult life, ever. And I wanted that full experience as a fighter, and weight cut is that full experience, so ready to go. So 8 days out now, I'm slowing down with my training, which I am looking forward to, but at the same time, it does make you nervous slowing down and resting and recovering to get you ready. You feel like you need to be in the gym still. You feel like you still need to be there working away. But you can't. You have to stop, recover, and just trust that progress. So I will be training up until probably Saturday now, shoot a wedding, of course. Sunday, I'm gonna go to the beach, I'm gonna relax. I just need a little bit of zen time now, so I'm just gonna do that, enjoy some sunshine. Monday, weigh in, start my water load, and just ride the roller coaster of this weight cut week. And then from there, it's game time on Saturday.
Training? I've been training Chantelle, just over a year, so. Has it been just over a year?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half,
February last year.
Yeah, right.
Time,
So about a year and a half. We had you on board for how long do you reckon before you fought? It wasn't that long.
6 months.
6 months. 6 months before your first fight, which is pretty impressive. But that's sort of how we do things here. First fight was hard.
Very
hard fight. Big stadium, Bundaberg. Big opponent, more experienced, much heavier.
I think she had 5-6 kilos on me, hey?
Yeah, she was really big, so that was a hard fight, and but come through it pretty much uninjured.
Yeah.
Good fight, especially for the big show it was. It was a huge basketball stadium, and so yeah, the next fight, which was Yaamba, and that was also a bit of a sneaky one. So she had a lot more experience, and there was actually some hidden things there we didn't know about. You meant to match these things evenly for a reason, and. It turned out she had a bit more experience than we thought, but it was still a really good fight. You nearly destroyed her body with that big left kick.
Size-wise was good. It was a good match size-wise, but experience-wise she had, I think she ended up saying she had 6 fights.
Yeah, which is your second.
Yeah.
So that's not good. Really not good for the sport in general to make those sort of matches.
A bit sneaky.
So this fight here, we're looking at, this is going to be a good fight. We're pretty even experience.
Yeah.
Even weight. You'll probably be the bigger one, actually.
Hopefully.
You will be the bigger one. Mindset-wise, like, I'm probably a little bit different than local coaches. I intentionally put myself and the others into harder fights. Those harder fights what make you put things together better. So you might have a good fight here and there, but then if you get your ass kicked a couple of times, it's harder, it's tougher by a bigger opponent or something. The next fight, when you step back to your own level, everything comes back together much better, and that's when you grow as a fighter. You don't get really good just kicking people's asses. People that are less experienced than you. You get better by learning hard lessons. Everyone here's had a hard lesson, and most fighters here are now highly ranked Queensland fighters. So the system works. It's just that it's pretty hard to get through the system. Probably train a lot harder than most regular places in terms of the general Muay Thai. Most people here could probably step into a fighters class pretty easily. A lot of them they do their running before class and all sorts of things. So we've got all sorts of people here, like prison guards and this and that and all sorts of ages and everyone goes pretty hard. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
I suppose we're going a bit more casual, aren't we? Like, we're slowing it down a bit, working on lots of technique. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yeah. Camp's pretty grueling, we really take a lot of work to build this big, tough, fit machine. We're coming close to the fight week now, so we're taking away a lot of the weighted stuff. We've got to take some stress off the body, start recovery, but just focus on, like technique, speed, and just muscle memory. Just keep doing what we're doing. Twice a day, every day, keep going. All the way up till Tuesday next week, and then we'll back it right off, and it's just time to lose some weight and recover.
I'm nervous about that.
Well, no one from this gym has ever missed weight.
Yeah.
We all cut a lot of weight, especially the men. We've got a good formula. It's been tested and trialled over my many fights as an amateur and as a pro, and now all of our other amateurs and semi-pros. We've pulled it off every time, so that's my catchphrase: on weight, on time, every time.
Every time. Except me, no jokes.
No pressure, no pressure.
No pressure. No, I'm actually looking forward to it. Like, the weight cut, it's been fun. Like, I want to experience the whole experience as like a fighter, so cutting weight is something you have to do that. So
it's a big nasty part of the experience.
It's been hard, but it's been fun. I love the challenge, so
good.
See how we go.
So today we're going to jump into some pads first off. We'll just sort of muck around a bit on the pads and get warm and get loose and get moving. Then we'll chuck the timer on and we'll smash through some 3-minute rounds. It's not going to be too high intensity. It is in the morning, and we are going to be back here again at 5:30 tonight to do the same thing again. So we'll go through a couple of the drills we're going through. It'll be standard Muay Thai stuff. You're going to see lots of southpaw stuff, lots of left kicks, lots of left elbows, lots of straight crosses, and everything she does. Yeah.
But never again, back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, this is our year. Knocked us down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win, yeah. I had to stop being basic. All of my dreams had to chase them. You counted me out, I counted me in. Fell off before, but never again. They boxing me out, I never fit in. Never will fold, never compete. Just wanna win.
That's fine.
How's that feeling?
Good. What was that? 5 threes?
That was 5 threes.
Nice.
5 threes and 30-second break. So the fight, we're fighting 3 2-minute rounds with a 1-minute break. So we train 5 3-minute rounds with a 30-second break. Give her all the fitness she needs. We've got to account for the adrenaline you get too. You know? You can't just be fit, because once you get in the ring, there's adrenaline which sucks a bit out of you when you're not that experienced. So yeah, it's looking good.
It's funny, I'm just like still craving healthy stuff. I just want a big steak, a big steak, and like.
KFC Friday?
Oh, when?
Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday.
No, I'm not eating KFC the day before I fight.
KFC.
Oh, Josh.
I'll give you like a full French baguette, full of cheese and garlic and mustard, and I'll deliver it to you in the ring.
Oh, no. Actually, no. I'm going to get Captain Nemo's and put it in a cooler bag and have it at the fight night. As soon as I fight, can of rum, Captain Nemo's.
Nice, yeah. Just get fat.
I can't wait. It's going to be so good.
Good. Oh, good. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah.
It's so funny because like now I'm starting to get into the zone of like looking forward to other things a part of it, like looking forward to the weigh-in and then looking forward to just hanging out, like on fight day, just chilling.
There's a lot more than the fight itself, you know. Like when you cut weight, like Chantelle is this time. Fight week is so horrible. You've got to remove sodium, carbohydrate from diet. We have all these tricks to lose weight safely, but it still makes you really crave things. And by the time you weigh in, you finished weighing in, you're so hungry and thirsty that all you think is, oh, thank God, now all I've got to do is fight.
Yeah, that's so true. Hey,
that's it. Like,
I think I'm more nervous about the weight cut, like in a way, like because it's kind of unknown. Like you just have to trust and follow the system, and it happens.
Pretty
but
much.
You're not in control in a way. Like
Like, totally.
Just have to.
And all you've got to do is fight, which seems easy after all this. The hours and most of the fight camp. Chantelle's here in the morning, like now. You may as well say that's 45 minutes. Then we'll be here in the afternoon. They'll run 3-4K. They'll do another hour of pad work and extreme bag work. Twice a day, every day, 6 to 8 weeks. all for 6 minutes worth of competition. It's pretty rough when you think about it.
I think just the like the daily habits, like even the over and over training, like not actual training, it's just like doing it every day, like it's enough to drive you crazy in a way. Like I'm like, I have to go home, I have to do this, I have to get back over. What am I eating?
Salad and some gum. Yeah.
That stuff works.
Yeah.
Gumming along black, you can get through a whole day.
I
know.
Yeah.
No lunch, no problem.
Yeah, no worries. I'll chuck a bit of coconut oil in my coffee and I'm good to go.
Literally
Yeah.
just having black coffee so you don't have to eat.
Yeah.
Oh man, well, no, it's good. It's gonna be good.
Looking mean.
How you feel?
I feel good now, better than yesterday. Yesterday was a really emotional day for some reason. I was just crying at nothing.
Yeah, right.
I was like,
you were about to cry when you were kicking that bag yesterday, weren't you?
I did cry, yeah. But I said to myself last night, I'm like, I'll fucking keep kicking that bag when I'm crying, because that's when I need to keep kicking.
Well, you did.
Yeah.
Because I saw.
Yeah, I know
that.
you see it. I was like, kick.
The cool thing is
Yeah.
you fought through it.
Yeah, that's what you need.
because that what you experience in those training times is what you experience in the ring too.
That's right. And I like this one, it feels big. Like this fight feels huge. So if I cry, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep fighting. Like, you know, just. And
the pressure of being at home, fighting at home is
it's
not
really
just that all the people that you love and love you are going to watch, but all the people that don't love you. All the people that want you to lose are going to be there.
And that's my biggest thing in my head at the moment is, I suppose, trying to prove to other people, which you shouldn't have to prove to anybody, but proving to the haters, and that's really hard to get through.
Well,
that's really
by
hard.
stepping in the ring to fight in front of 1,000 people, you've already done that.
Yeah,
because those haters have not done shit with
They've
their
never
life.
done it.
They've never done this. They've never had to commit to something so, grueling as just a fight camp. Let alone
Just the
walk out
training,
there, go through the experience of waiting all day to fight, knowing that this other person you're fighting has been training for 8 weeks or longer to fight you as well.
Yeah.
Then you've got to walk out there. There's 1,000 people going to be there. It's on a racetrack. It's a big show. You got to get in that ring. The spotlight's on you, and all those haters, they ain't done none of that shit, and they never will. You know, I used to argue with these people, but now I don't have time. They're not worth it.
Yeah, you show them through actions, I suppose. Hey,
exactly.
You just
exactly.
Whew. All right, let's do it for the party.
Go afterwards.
Yeah, let's do it for the goat.